blacks in the world need to know about. Hello, people. Welcome to a talk with Precious. And so, on this channel today, we're gonna be doing some nice talk as usual. So please stay watch. Today we're gonna be talking on what black people need to know about Ukraine. What black people need to know about Ukraine. It is a must watch. So please follow this video until the end. When Russia invaded Ukraine on the 24th of February, civilians wanted to flee the country. The border of Hungary, Poland, and Romania had too many people, such that if you threw a seed on pepper, right, it could automatically land on somebody's head. That should tell you the enormity of the people, how much you have people wanting to flee away from the country. There were too many people who wanted to escape this war zone, and this queue lasted for days and days. And on that queue you have the Ukrainians, and you have tons, like numerous blacks who also wanted to escape this wars. Having too many blacks who were students and professionals wanting to get out of the war zone, as the more it was becoming really pressing that people were finding it very difficult to get out of the war zone. And the annoying part of it is, the Africans trying to escape Ukraine were being racially discriminated. And oftentimes I'm like, what would this really got to do discriminating when it comes to life, when there is life involvement? It was, and you could actually, the videos went viral, and the Africans were being prevented leaving the country as the policy on the Ukraine, authority. This whole thing was being placed on that policies. The Africans were actually being maltreated. They were even being beaten. They were not given that leverage to escape the war. The Ukrainians, children and women, men, they were being sent to the border first. And even if any black must have gone into the train first, he or she will be asked to come down, and then the Ukrainians border gets to the border. It's after all the Ukrainians have gotten to the border, that's when the Africans were allowed to go. And even when getting there, there's discrimination and being looked down on. It was to some extent that most of the Africans, you know, rather choose to die in the war zone because of the most racial discriminations and all of that. I saw a video where one lady was actually told to work. If you are an African, you have to work. So, like, what is that for? Why are we, being treated this way, even in the middle of crisis, something that really has to do with life, which is the paramount thing for every individual, every human being? And you're like, you have to work. Like, how can you walk down to the border? Because you were an African, you have to walk down. The story did not just end there. Even after getting to the borders, they were left in that freezing cold temperature, and most of them had no choice. And this is the issue that is really wholly life related. And why would the Africans be treated in such a bad way? It is something that we Africans should really look into. You know, I know for sure that Africans are really cool people. I mean, they are lovely, they are gorgeous. We are nice people. So why do we get that harsh treatment in whatsoever circumstance? With this, if the Africans should actually come together, we love ourselves for who we are, irrespective of how they think or whatever that they think about the Africans, we know for sure that we have this super duper greatness that is inside of us. So we don't care about the harsh treatment. We are always going to stand up for ourselves, and then we should also, as Africans, learn to love ourselves. irrespective of how other people treat us, because if we love ourselves, we wouldn't really adhere to that. But it was a crazy treatment though, trying to escape for your life and then you're being trapped. Okay, we are strong people, but that doesn't mean that our life doesn't matter. It does matters. So I love the fact that I am a black woman. I love the fact that I am from Africa too. And I extend that love to all the Africans out